Sometimes in our research, we discover that we need a book that isn't held at Kent Library. If that is the case, we can still get a copy of that book. We can do that through Mobius, which is a consortium of libraries across Missouri that agree to share books with their users. The way you know if a book is not available to you through Kent Library is by first searching through the Kent Library catalog. Now, the book that we're going to be looking at, or looking for today, is called A Divinity for All Persuasions, Almanacs and Early American Religious Life, written by T.J. Tomlin. So, to search the catalog to see if Kent Library has this book, I'm going to start by typing in the title of the book that I'm looking for. And I'll put this in quotes so it searches for the whole title. Now immediately, when I search for this in the Kent Library catalog, I'm going to get a whole bunch of things. Because the default for the Kent Library catalog is to search something called the Catalog Plus. The Catalog Plus searches all of the books that are held by Kent Library, as well as all of the articles and books and ebooks that are available through Kent Library's various and sundry databases. So here I am looking for my book, A Divinity of All Persuasions, and I find a bunch of hits. However, if I look at them carefully, I notice that they are not my book. That these are actually book reviews, and I can tell that because it says that this is an academic journal. So I know that this is not the book that I'm looking for, but maybe it's an article with the same title. So if I click on it, it'll bring up the record for this item. Now that I have this record, I can see the information about this article. For starters, I can see that it's written by John David Miles, not T.J. Tomlin, the author I'm actually looking for. And I can also see that it says the document type is a book review. So this isn't the book, this is not the book that I'm looking for. So if I go back to my Kent Library catalog record, I can see that this Catalog Plus has given me a whole lot of reviews of this book that appear in a variety of historical journals, but not the actual book. If I want to be sure that Kent Library has the book, I would click on Catalog, because this is the list of all, this searches just the books that are held by Kent Library, and I can see that my book did not come up. So, now I'm kind of disappointed, because I really wanted to read this book, and it isn't at Kent Library. But I do have another way to get this book, and that is to use Mobius, which is right here. Mobius is, as I said, a consortium of libraries who all share their catalogs with each other and agree to loan books to each other so that you sort of expand the access to books that we have here at Kent Library. So if I click on Mobius, it will automatically search for that book that I was just looking for. And it pulls up, in fact, the book, exactly the book I am looking for, A Divinity for All Persuasions, Almanacs and Early American Religious Life by T.J. Tomlin. So if I click on this link, it will show me, again, the record for this book. And it will show me that this book is held by one library, the University of Missouri at St. Louis. And if I want to get this book, I just click Request It. At that point, you might be asked to sign in with your university credentials, so go ahead and do that. If you're already signed in, you'll get a page that looks like this, asking you where you want to pick up your book. And so you can choose where you want to pick up your book. I'm going to pick mine up at Kent Library, and then hit Submit. Once I've done that, I'll get a page that looks like this, that says my request has been logged, and I will be receiving that book in a few days. When the book arrives, I will get an email letting me know that I can pick it up at Kent Library at the circulation desk.